So guys, welcome back to more Avengers. I'm Taz. Thank you for joining me. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. So, I figured, seeing that we got credit for rescuing that AIM agent, I would just do this a couple more times. And see if we can't get an exotic from it, but I don't have my hopes up. Let me know if you guys are still playing the game and what you're farming.
We've never seen anything like this before.
You know, what's keeping you engaged in the game. I know there's a lot of you that are fairly new in the game.
You'll have to work fast.
And they're still leveling up your characters, grinding different areas, having fun. I have over, I want to say over 300 hours easy in this game.
We're dropping you at the heart of the storm. Things might get a little weird. Reliving your past, kind of weird.
As reported by the PlayStation 5, that is.
This is the only way we can get accurate data on the storm.
It now tells you how much time you actually spent on a game, which is kind of cool.
I've marked the facility on your HUD. Thank you for doing this.
Any second. You guys kept me going when things seemed hopeless. Just knowing the resistance was out there meant we had a chance.
The odds finally seem to be tipping in our favor.
Yeah, I was gonna do the last Avengers Standing mission, but most likely not in this video.
The resistance ally is in trouble.
It will span on too long and hard to keep people's attention after about the half an hour period.
I'm afraid that's not enough. That did it. Theo, work your magic.
You're safe now.
So you've been building the resistance in secret all these years?
Not intentionally. At least not in the beginning. A lot of us were captured by AIM early on. After we realized nobody was coming for us,
if you want the secret areas down that way. That's basically where the vault cache is. I just don't see the point in farming vault caches in a timed mission. The whole point of this mission is to get through it quickly.
Research labs usually hold them in specific containment units.
It's not like you get Tachyon pieces out of chests. If you had an opportunity for that, or getting Tachyon pieces from like high-level targets and stuff, high-value targets, then it would make sense to farm some of that, right? Damn, that guy just walked right behind me. Also, it's getting close to daily reset time as well. We'll grab some more daily missions for all those polychorons that we're not even using. Might be good for Kate Bishop, I guess, if and when they release her. At least we'll have a bunch saved up.
That did not go as planned. If you destroy the two,
I wonder what they'll do though. Will they give us all the exotic pieces for her already? You know, the major artifacts. Will we just get them? It's not like we're gonna farm them all again, right? Damn, you see that guy with the shield charge there? That was pretty good. Still gotta open up that other transformer. We're getting there.
That did it. Let's get in there.
Records show a secure lab at the end of this hallway.
Yeah, we got it this
Where's the
time.
lab?
You sure this is the right place?
I've nearly breached AIM's network. They're hiding something. Stand by and see to the AIM forces.
Oh, they'll get seen too.
Let's try
Please
it
work
again this
fast,
time.
Jarvis.
Fast as my processor allows, sir.
Stuck. Yeah, the numbers are not that
Seems AIM intends to physically remove some kind of research samples from their experiments. An automated
Although I
transport
don't
ship is preparing for
think
takeoff.
my heroic
Whatever's on that
abilities actually
transport,
take.
I want it captured. Get to
I
it
don't
before
think
it
they
leaves.
on the elemental damage. I think the elemental damage only works off of your heavy or your light attacks. It just seems like that. It just, I don't know. I don't see different colored numbers popping out whenever I hit my heroics. Unless it's actually a physical attack. Like Hulk's Bone Shaker.
Looks like we
If he
made it
connects
just in
with his
time.
fists,
Get close to those terminals so I can infiltrate their network. Lose
then
control
it counts
all
as melee
three to
damage.
override the transport navigation system. Be on guard. AIM will try to regain control of the terminals. We just lost an access
See, look at all
point.
those guys down
Return
there
to our
that
control.
were taunted, but they don't come to me. I don't think they understand what taunt means. Kept this point from me. Really, eh?
AIM has regained control of a terminal. Please deal with it.
Got B.
An AIM unit took back control of an
Oh my
access
god,
point.
totally missed it. We get rid of these guys.
AIM has regained control of a terminal. Please deal with it.
See, in my opinion, the way taunt should work is if you have an enemy taunted, it should be attracted to you or to whoever taunted the enemy. It shouldn't just put an icon over their head and say, okay, they're taunted.
Our suspicions were correct. These Tachyon storms
We didn't
are
expect
responsible
anything
for those
else
strange
other than the
disruptions
yellow
you've been
rain.
experiencing, almost like a global shockwave. The pulses themselves are disorienting for now, but if these storms are any indication, they could get much worse. We'll process the rest of this data ASAP. As we identify locations, I'll send the coordinates to your war table. The more intel we get, the sooner we can get a handle on these Tachyon storms. I'm not sure what to expect out there. We've never seen anything like this before. You'll be equipped with sensors that feed back to our labs. The data should help us trace where these disruptions are coming from. You'll have to work fast. We're dropping you at the heart of the storm. Things might get a little weird. Reliving your past, kind of weird. Just stay focused on completing the mission. This is the only way we can get accurate data on the storms.
I've marked the facility on your HUD.
Thank you for doing this.
At least I did.
Alright.
You guys kept me going when things seemed just know.
Just quickly check. Oh, it didn't count this time. Yeah, I don't think these guys are AIM allies. I think they're Inhumans.
We had a chance.
The odds finally seem to be tipping
Even though
in
we're
our
assaulting
favor.
AIM forces, they captured Inhumans. Oh, we'll rescue them one more time and see what happens.
Do you think we'll
If
find
not, this
something
is a
to prove
complete waste
AIM
of
is
time,
hurting
because the whole point of
humans?
doing this
AIM
was to
keeps their
rescue
data
those
well
guys
guarded.
and
We haven't been able to get anything solid.
farm
Just as the word of
for
the Inhumans. I'm afraid that's not enough.
gloves
One
that
of our
we've been
resistance
farming for
allies is
how many
close
hours now?
by and could use some help. That did it. Theo, work your magic.
I understand the whole concept of random loot and stuff like that. It's a
So
looter.
you've been building the resistance in secret all these years?
Not intentionally. At least not in the beginning.
But
A
yeah,
lot of us were
hours
captured
upon
by AIM
hours
early
of
on.
farming only to get
After we realized
What?
nobody was coming for us, we broke out and
2
started making
exotics.
our own
I
plan.
think that's what we got, 2 exotics. So if it takes that many hours to farm 2 for 1 character, how long are they expecting us to be playing this damn game
Research
to
labs
level
usually
up
hold them in
6
specific
plus
containment units.
all
They
the
like
other
to have
ones
them
that
nearby while
are,
they're
you know,
running their
announced to be
tests.
coming out?
Don't ask why.
Just to put things in
For a
perspective,
chest
that's
with
all.
gear nearby.
You could be playing the game for a year to, you know, gear out 1 character. That's how it feels. And honestly, with the content right now, if people are playing this game for a year, all the more to them. I just don't think there's enough in this game to keep you engaged. Not right now. Maybe not even after Cloning Lab, to tell you the truth. It just depends on what kind of gear and how easy it is to get the, you know, get the loot in there is. I mean, you don't want to go in there and after 2 times you have all your characters geared out in Cloning Lab gear, right? But you do want to have
If you destroy the 2
some
transformers on the other
gratification of farming an area,
should open.
get the best loot in the game. And then let's say I'm playing Hulk and he's fully geared out. Well, guess what? If I like the area and I know it's rewarding, I'm gonna play the game more and get my other gears geared out. And if a character needs to be a certain power level in order to get in there, then guess what I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna be grinding gear just so I can get in there with them, so I can get better gear for them. It's just a constant cycle of how looter shooters work. You gear up to get better gear, or in order to get better gear, and then you're happy with the game because you've done everything you can do until they release new content, which typically is what happens.
That did it. Let's get in there.
I did read another Twitter post saying that, the California fires and working from home because of COVID has affected things for them. That's understandable. You can't hold things like that against them. That's beyond their control. But the game's been in development for how many years? Wouldn't you think the last few months of a release would be fine tweaking? I mean, content such as loot and items and gear sets and recalibration, that's not stuff that you do in the last month or two. That's stuff that you've already designed into the game months ago, even years. I mean, you build the game around things like that, right? They are specific game mechanics that change the way a game works.
Oh, they'll get seen to.
Cosmetic items are things that you would expect. To be worked on in the last month or two. Maybe within the last 6 months, I would say.
It seems AIM intends to physically remove some kind of research samples from their experiments. An automated transport ship is preparing for takeoff.
Whatever's on that
I mean, it's stuff that's important, but it's not important.
Before it leaves.
It's cosmetic. There's no impact on the game. There's nothing that changes there's nothing that changes the game's dynamic. A cosmetic item does not influence you killing a boss any faster, for example. It's just a visual thing, so that would be the last thing they would focus on. But you never know, right? Because of microtransactions and things like that, maybe their focus was on cosmetic items and getting money from microtransactions. Who knows?
Looks like we made it just in time. Get close to those terminals so I can infiltrate their network. We must control all three to override the transport's navigation system. Be on guard.
See, all these guys with a little icon on the head, they should be really attracted towards me. Not running away like over there. Look at that. What's he doing over there?
We just lost an access point. Return it to our control.
I was gonna say I didn't see an orb, but I see one now. There's only 1 point that we don't have. I'll grab this. Really, Thor? You're over here with me. And so is Cat. What the hell? Over there in Defense A or something. Jeez.
AIM has regained control of a terminal. Please deal with it.
I never noticed those little bolts and stuff that come out of the ground when you do the ground pound. It's kind of a nice little thing to see. Is he on A? If you look closely, you'll see like little bolts and trash coming out of the ground.
An AIM unit took back control of an access point.
Our suspicions were correct. These tachyon storms are responsible for those strange disruptions you've been experiencing. Almost like a global shockwave.
Yeah, well, thanks for that nameplate, because I haven't switched my nameplate in how long now?
They could get much worse. We'll process the
Alright, you
rest
know what,
of
we'll
this
do
data
one more.
ASAP. As we identify locations, I'll send the coordinates to your war table.
And then I
The
will
more
call
intel
it
we get, the sooner we can get a
probably a
handle on
day
these
or a
tachyon
week for
storms.
Breakout, because I'm just burnt out on this damn mission. Let's have a quick look, see if we got credit for it. No, we didn't. So we got one ally that we got credit for somehow. I have no idea how, but did we rescue anyone in the villain sector?
I'm not sure what to expect out there.
I don't think
We've never
so.
seen anything like this before. You'll be equipped with sensors that feed back to our labs. The data should help us trace where these disruptions are coming from. You'll have to work fast. We're dropping you at the heart of the storm. Things might get a little weird. Reliving your past, kind of weird. Just stay focused on completing the mission. This is the only way we can get accurate data on the storms.
Alright, see that we didn't get credit.
Facility on your HUD.
And XP
Thank
doesn't
you
mean
for doing
anything,
this.
and rescuing people doesn't mean anything, and we don't get any loot, we don't get any credits, we don't get nothing. I gotta stay in the
The
cell.
odds finally seem to be tipping in our favor.
They needed to keep faction awards going. Like it stops at 50 and
A
51.
resistance ally is in
Do you think
trouble.
Don't know why
nearby.
51,
Need your
but-
help.
Hurting Inhumans?
AIM keeps their data well guarded.
It's this
We haven't
game.
been able to
Nothing
get anything
surprises me
solid.
anymore.
We just have the word of the Inhumans. And I'm afraid that's not enough.
Plus the fact that, you know, faction vendors
So you've been building the
sell more
resistance in
blue
secret
items
all
than
these
anything
years?
else. Just
Not intentionally.
useless
At least not
waste.
in the beginning. A lot of us were captured by AIM early on.
Chastity
After
McBride
we
doesn't
realized
have
nobody was
anything
coming
that you
for
haven't
us,
already brought.
we
There's
broke
nothing
out
new
and started
on
making our own plans.
Waste
There
of
is
a
a special
vendor.
enemy unit close to your location. They may
Roy
drop
is good.
something useful if defeated.
He's that character that
There is a chest with gear.
you
close
kind of
by.
rely on while you're leveling up your characters for endgame. Waste of an NPC. Unless he turns into Ultron, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that's it. Like, how difficult would it be for them to turn off player collisions? Damn it. See there, I was running and then Cap came in my way. And then I had to literally run and follow him until he stopped coming in my way. And then I was able to run straight past him. Like, okay, fair enough. If they want to enable player collisions in a fight, then fine. But when you're not in combat, disable that stuff.
That did not go as planned. If
you destroy the 2 transformers on the upper level, elevator doors should open.
Oh, that thing's already broken. Yeah, but it's funny how I find it funny how people are comparing Miles Morales to Avengers. People are saying that, you know, it's such a better game, it works better, it has better controls, blah 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 blah. Guys, it was run off a different engine. Spider-Man came out in 2018 and it's using the engine that was built then, and even Spider-Man was a really good game back in 2018, so you can't compare Avengers to that. It wasn't built on the same on that same gaming engine. It has a different purpose, it's built differently, it controls different, there's not as much height in this game, which is why I'm wondering how they're gonna make Spider-Man work in this game, because he doesn't have that much height. It's not like you can swing very high.
Where to?
Records show a secure lab at the end of this hallway. Look for a chest with gear nearby.
The whole 6 fragments. Because farming in this game makes you feel so worthwhile that you're making use of all your time. Let me go out of my way.
Where's the lab?
10 seconds in this direction just so I can get 3 fragments.
AIM's network. They're hiding something. Stand by and see to the AIM forces.
Oh, they'll get seen too.
Was this
Please
the
work
third
fast,
one that we're
Jonas.
doing? I forget.
Fast as my processor allows, sir.
Let's have a look if we do any different damage. There's 22k on that. Everything's yellow, which is crit numbers. 369.
Seems AIM intends to physically remove some kind of research samples from their experiments. An automated transport
That
ship
was
is preparing for takeoff.
369k.
Whatever's on that transport, I want it captured. Get to it before it leaves.
I mean, my character's consistently doing between 200 and 300k hits, which I'm fine with. At least I can replicate the numbers. I've seen a couple posts saying, you know, oh guys, I've done a million damage here, or I've done a million damage there. It's like, hey, can you do it again? Doing those big numbers is really cool. Just, you know, don't get me wrong. Just if you do it by accident and you don't know how it was done, then it's not really a big deal, in my opinion.
We must control all 3 to override the transport navigation system.
Basically, for me, look, that guy's got the taunt on him, and he's running away. He's running away from me. He's not even taunted. Yeah, what I was saying was, for me, I know that if I use Bone Shaker and I'm, you know, overcharged 100% with the, what the hell is that R1 ability called? Oh crap, I always forget the name of it. Stranglehold. If I do use Bone Shaker and then I pop Stranglehold twice, I'm in 100% overcharge. And I know I'm doing, do we have any orbs in this map? I haven't seen one yet. I know I'm doing good damage at that point. and then I just pop the thunderclap for a maximum hit. Or hope that I get a maximum hit. I don't think we've got any orbs on this.
We just lost an access point. Return it to our control.
Great.
AIM has regained control of a terminal. Please deal with it.
I don't even know if we're gonna complete this.
An AIM unit took back control of an access point.
Damn, they're gonna get all three.
We just lost an access point. Return it to our control.
These friggin' missiles, they're gonna... Yeah, we're not gonna get this. Get the hell out of my way. Yep, not getting it. They got all three and we lost 15% of the time.
AIM has regained control of a terminal. Please deal with it. An AIM unit took back control of an access point.
Well, that was a waste of 10 minutes right there. Because I don't think we're going to get orbs
like
again.
we
We'll have a look,
time.
but I don't think we've got
Get
any
to
orbs.
those terminals so I can infiltrate them. We must control all three to override the transport's
I don't see any
navigation.
anywhere.
Be on guard. AIM will try to regain control of the terminal. We just lost an access point. Return it to our control.
Don't see any. I'm not even going to bother. Alright guys, well, we ended it on a bit of a crappy note there, but what can you do, right? What can you do? The game is buggy still. Anyway, thank you for joining me on Evil Taz, and I will catch you in the next one. Probably the next video will be Last Avenger Standing, because I still want to give it a go and see if I can get that shoulder piece. But anyway, yeah, we'll see. Until next time, take it easy.